I'll let you into a secret. This is the absolutely, come on in. This is the first time that I have ever done a talk like this before, and I prepared 2 talks. I prepared a fun one, and I prepared a serious one. Now, the fun one is involving chocolates and games. The serious one is just me going to be chatting about Google and how we can all boost our direct bookings. So, I'm going to let you decide what I do. So, with a show of hands, a round of applause, give it a round of applause now if you want to have the fun one. And a round of applause now if you want to have the serious one. I'm sorry, we're going to do the fun one. I'll give you a chance now to leave because you're in the awkward position of where you're sat. You have to come in front of me.
It is fun now.
I know, right? I know, I have built this really up. So, this is what we are going to do today. We are going to talk about 3 tactics. I'm going to show you how you can boost your direct bookings that the OTAs don't need to know about. Now, when I say OTAs, I mean online travel agents, I mean Booking.com, Expedia. This is me, Boostly, Mark Simpson. I grew up here. This is my family business. It is a farm stay, guest house, tea rooms, wedding venue in Scarborough, North Yorkshire. We are settled in the middle of the North Yorkshire Moors. It is a lovely venue. That is where I grew up for 19, 20 years of my life. Then I got a bit itchy feet, did all the travelling, went to Australia. That's where I got my experience in sales and marketing. 2012, I had a kid and came back to the UK and moved into the family home with my wife and my child and helped my mum and dad grow the business. But when I moved back in 2012, this business was 25 years in. It was great, but they didn't have an online presence whatsoever. So they had no website, they had no social media, they weren't on any of the OTAs, nothing. My background was sales and marketing. I used to work for Yelp, it's still going now. But I got used to the review world, I got used to TripAdvisor, I got used to all of that. So I just simply came in and put my knowledge into this. Did it for 4 years, and we grew massively. We got into the top 3 of TripAdvisor. We grew our Facebook page to one of the top followed businesses in the local area, and we increased our direct bookings. It got to 2016, and I realised by chatting to other local businesses in the Scarborough area that they were struggling with the likes of Booking.com, with the likes of Expedia, with getting their business seen, and more importantly, getting direct bookings up, because these big companies were taking all of their direct bookings. This is what I knew, and this is just what I practiced. So I put that into hand, and I basically started chatting to owners. I said I wanted to start this business up, and that's what I did, and that's where Boostly came from. So today I'm going to show you 3 tactics that everybody can do right now to boost your direct bookings, and it is around Google, and it is around the tactics that these guys are currently doing. If you are not doing these tactics, yeah, we're screwed. Because these guys, these Booking.coms and Expedias of the world, they are reliant on the fact that you are not going to do these tactics that I'm going to show you. The good news is that if we start doing these tactics I'm going to show you now, not only will you increase your profits, but you'll also as well stop the likes of Booking.coms and Expedia taking your bookings away. Alright, first of all, we're going to have a little bit of fun. And there is going to be some prizes to be won in the form of chocolates. So we're going to do a good old-fashioned fun walk. I want everybody in this room now to turn to the left, and you're going to have a little fun walk with the person next to you. My man right here, I'm going to be playing against you because you're on the front row. If you win, you're going to win some lovely Cadbury's Heroes. Alright? So, on the count of 3, you're going to turn to your left, you're going to do a fun walk. Does everybody know how to do a fun walk? Has anybody not done a fun walk? All you've got to do, so my man, what's your name? Colin. You get together, you hold hands, and you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a fun walk, and then you're going to wrestle, and you've got to pin him for 3 seconds. All right, everybody? I got long foot. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go. 4. I declare a fun walk. Yeah, very good.
There we go.
1, 2, 3. All right. Hands up if you won your competition, because you will get a chocolate. Who won? All right, at the back, catch. Who else won? There you go. Catch. Who else won? Sam, there you go. I've got one at the back. Catch. All right. If anybody would like to eat chocolates as I am talking, be my guest. I will leave them there. All right, let's begin. Question. What are the Hilton and the Marriott hotels doing that the Roca Hotel isn't? Now, this is not me picking on the Roca Hotel, this is what the research that I did for this chat. I basically had a quick look at what's going on in the Sunderland area, and I realised that the Hilton and the Marriott are doing something that the Roca isn't. As you can see here, I did a search for the Marriott Hotel in Sunderland, and I know that maybe some of you at the back who maybe find it hard to see this. If you are struggling to see this and you want to see it in detail, email me after the event, Mark and Boostley, and I'll send you a copy of these slides. I just ran a search for the Marriott Hotel in Sunderland. Now, as you can see here, the first thing that comes up is a Google ad, and the Marriott are bidding on their brand name. Really important. The Hilton Hotel Sunderland, so the Hilton Garden, again, they are bidding on their brand name. So when someone Googles the Hilton Hotel Sunderland, it is their business that is coming up. Now, when someone Googles the Roca Hotel in Sunderland, look what's happening. Booking.com, TripAdvisor, Hotels.com and Trivago are all appearing on their brand name. Now, you may be sitting there thinking, well, that's all well and good, but who would actually be Googling Roca Hotel Sunderland? Well, you'd be surprised if anybody in here has a hotel or is responsible for the marketing of a hotel. If you look at your Google Business Analytics, you'll be able to see exactly how many people are Googling this. It could be a guest, a business guest, or a guest that's come to stay with you a few years ago and just wants to get you an email so they can call or contact you. It could be a friend or a family member of someone who came to stay with you last year. Or it could be somebody that's heard about you or seen you on all the social medias. You would like to assume when somebody Googles your business name that it's going to be your website that comes at the top, just like this. What Booking.com, TripAdvisor, Expedia Group are really sneaky at doing is that they will actively bid on your brand name. The likes of Booking Holidays, as they're called now, in the Expedia Group, they are one of the top 100 companies in the world that spend money on ads. That's not just in hospitality, that is in the whole world. You include Coca-Cola, Amazon and all of that. And one of the big tactics they do is they take advantage to the fact that there's so many independents and privately owned businesses that aren't doing this. So, Hilton, yes. Roca, no. It is called bid on brand. Now you may be thinking, well, how do I do that? And I've got a nice little video that shows you exactly how. All you do, you go into your Google Ads, you click a campaign, click on search, and it is simple as this. This takes less than 5 minutes to do. So it doesn't matter if you're an expert in Google Ads or if you're a newbie, you can actually do this in 5 minutes by just following the steps, running it all through. When it comes to the most important bits, I'll just quickly skip ahead now. I'll give you the top tips. Make sure when you do this, and this is a rookie error that I made when I first did this, and I see a lot of people doing it now. When you run a keyword in the Google Ads, if you don't put this little bracket or these speech ones here, then it basically means you'll spend more money. You've got to do the exact phrase or the phrase match. And what that means in simplistic terms is when somebody Googles your business name in your town, then your keyword, and you will basically be bidding on your brand name. When you do it, make sure you include the words official hotel website or official property website, and also as well in the text, best rates when you book direct. The beauty of Google AdWords compared to just what your natural search comes up is that you can dictate what appears in the actual ad. So you can choose what goes here, you can choose what goes there. So for example, your guests want to book officially with you. They just get confused and they get sucked in by all this really fancy wording, which is great availability, low rates, best rate guarantee. If you had here official hotel website, which you can put in, and if you put best rates, you're basically fighting fire with fire, and you're going to get seen by all these people. So the key tips, if you're going to do this, and again, if I move around fast, don't worry, I will email you the slides afterwards if you want a copy. Use those exact phrases, includes the words official hotel website, and also as well, best rates when you book direct. People will want to book direct with you, they just don't know how, or you're not making it clear. Alright, number 2 that you can do, trademark your business name. Now, so many people aren't aware of this, or so many people don't do this. But basically, as you all know, if you trademark your business name, you are stopping the OTAs from anybody from bidding on your brand name. Now, this is one of my clients in Whitby, it's the Riviera Guesthouse. We went through this whole process with them, and this is one of the results. Because, and I guarantee the Hilton and the Marriott, the earlier results I showed you were doing this. What the Riviera is doing, what Emma's at the Riviera is doing, we trademarked their name, so when anybody Googles Riviera Guesthouse Whitby, it's only their business that is appearing. And most importantly, we combined that with bidding on the brand name. So as you can see, in the past, before we did this, Riviera used to have Booking.com, Expedia, TripAdvisor, Trivago, everybody was bidding on their brand name, and they were taking all of the search. By doing this simple things of bidding on the brand name and trademarking the name, what we're able to do is get rid of all of that. And again, Booking.com and Expedia, Trivago, everybody, you name it, they do not want you knowing about this. Okay, when you trademark your business name, just a show of hands, has anybody gone through the process before of trademarking a business? So this is really key. If you're thinking of going home now and doing this, step number 1, when you go and trademark your name, really key, the first thing is, and this is really essential if you've got a business name which is quite, like for example pubs like the Blacksmith's Arms or the Red Lion, everybody's got those sort of names all around the country. Make sure you do your business name in the location you are based. So for me and my family business, it was The Granary in Scarborough. For Emma and the Riviera, it was a Riviera Guesthouse Whitby. That's the trademark name right there. When it does go into the trademark, everybody can get access to what you are wanting to trademark, and there are scammers who will try and get money out of you. If you are going to go down this process, you will probably get a fake invoice come through the post asking for thousands of euros from a Finnish or a Danish bank account. You know, ignore it. It's nonsense. Don't fall for it, as I nearly did. When the trademark goes through, you basically then get to go onto Google, and Google has got a file, a website, and you can go on and you can report anybody that is advertising on your brand name. So it's a really quick form to fill in. All you literally do, say that we are talking of going back to the Roker again, is you just go onto the Google file and you'll just say, hang on Google, Booking.com, they're bidding on my brand name. TripAdvisor, they're bidding on my brand name. You just take a screen grab or just copy and paste. Within 48 hours, Google do act quick on this sort of things. They will take it down. And what does that mean? When people are searching for your brand, they can only click on you, which is really, really key. I have rushed through that part of the presentation on trademark. I've got a full guide on my website. If you go to boostly.co.uk/trademark, it will take you through and you'll be able to get access to the full one. Number 3, invest in Google hotel ads. Now, show of hands, does anybody know what Google hotel ads are? Has anybody invested in it? Great, okay, so we've got one person in the room, which is lovely. So, Google in 2018, Facebook in 2018, they're going to be spending a lot of their time and a lot of effort is going to go into the hospitality trade. Even if you don't have a hotel, but if you do events, you really have to pay attention this year to Google and the Facebook because they're going to be putting a lot of effort into it. And from what I've learned from marketing over the last nearly 10 years now is that when you see Google and Facebook pay attention to something, you've got to sit up and take notice. So Google have always relied on the likes of Booking.com, the likes of Expedia they basically work the pay-per-click model from them. Whenever anybody has Googled, for example, hotels near Stadium of Light, as I did in my research, Booking.com and Expedia pay Google lots of money to make sure that they are seen. Now what you can do and what a potential guest could do is they can actually book via Google. Now if you were to run a search right now for your property, what you'd notice, and I've done it here with the Hilton in Sunderland, has anybody seen this before? When you do search for your name, you know that people can book via Google now. And they have a really big clear blue button saying book a room. So many people now are starting their journey, as in their booking journey, via Google. And I just literally ran a very simple search for hotels near the Stadium of Light. So if you've got a property in and around here, in the Sunderland area, but you could do it anywhere, Scarborough, Newcastle, Middlesbrough, you name it. People now got the ability to book. And what Google Hotel Ads is they are this little green button here, this little green button here. That is what a Google Hotel Ad is. The ability to book in here, this is Google Hotel Ads. It was new towards the back end of last year. They're really vamping it up this year. And basically, you've got the likes of Hilton and Travelodge that are getting involved, but now they're giving the ability for everybody to get involved. Doesn't matter whether it's a big chain or you're private independent. So this is an example of how it looks. Hilton are obviously investing in it well. You can click on the listing and you've got Booking.com, Expedia, but you've also got the official site here. So if somebody wanted to, they could click on that link now and they will be able to go through to the official site. Now this is the right way to set up Google Hotel Ads. I'll just show you this quick video as I'm talking. So if someone goes into Google and they type in the Hilton Sunderland, you've got this search comes up, they've got the blue button there where they can click on the link. And at the very, very top, there's the Hilton, which is price matching Booking.com and Expedia, so that's going down that route. Somebody clicks on the link, it takes them straight through to their booking engine. Now, as far as ease and as far as basically the customer journey, that is so simple. And the beauty of it is that this Hilton now don't have to pay the commission to Booking.com or Expedia. That's the right way of doing it. And I found the wrong way. And again, I'm picking on Port Roca Hotel here, but I'll show you what I mean. So someone has Googled the Roca Hotel. Again, they find the property. They come on here, so that they are doing the Google Hotel Ads. Again, they can click on the room, but they're not doing the rates right because Booking.com is coming right at the very top. And we all know now that people will just click on the first thing that they see. They don't do the research like they used to as much. Best Western, which is obviously the Roca Hotel, is all the way down there. People aren't going to scroll and search. If you are going to invest in Google Hotel Ads, please, please, please make sure you get your rate parity right. When I say rate parity, whatever booking engine you've got, whether it's free to book, Vivo, high level, doesn't matter what it is, make sure that the rates that you're sending to Booking.com and Expedia are the same that are on your website. Don't let them underprice you, because what will happen is, if you invest in Google Hotel Ads, which everybody should be doing this year, they will get above you, and basically you'll spend all this money on Google Hotel Ads and no one will be able to find you. They'll still go through to Booking.com. Now, before you go off run off and go set up Google hotel ads. At the moment, you can only get involved in it if you're a Google trusted partner. There is a rumor that this year, as in we're talking the second quarter of this year, they're going to integrate it with Google AdWords, which is what everybody can get access to. At the moment, if you want to go and get this done now, so if you're a property and you want to get this done now, the recommended one that I recommend is adshotel.com. You can go on the Google Hotel Ads website and they will recommend you a partner, but adshotel.com is one of the ones you would like. All right, I've spoken a lot there. Would anybody like a bonus tactic? Show of hands if you'd like a bonus tactic. Look, all right. So who came this morning and watched Natalie's Facebook thing? Really, really good. Hands up again if you've got an email list of guests that have stayed with you in the past. Well, just any email, any business here, you've got any email list. Lovely. Right. So one tactic that you could do on Facebook right now, if you've got your email list of past guests or past clients, doesn't matter what business you've got, you can actually upload that email list to Facebook audiences right now, all right? Now the beauty of that is that when you sign up to Facebook, you sign up with an email list. When you book a hotel room or when you pay for a product, doesn't matter what business you've got, you will most likely use your same email to buy that product or to sign up to that room as you would do when you sign up to Facebook. So you can upload your email right now to Facebook audiences, and what that means is when you run an ad, you can run that ad to your email list. Now if you think about the power of that, these people have already bought from you, these people have stayed with you, these people love you, they know what you're all about. You've got the ability to put an advert on their newsfeed in front of them, promoting your service, sending a special offer, just reminding them about you. And that is so powerful, and again, it's something that so many people just don't do. If you want to know the exact video and how to do that, again, you can get a copy of all these slides if you just email Mark at boostly.co.uk. At the end of it, I'll be able to send through all these slides, which includes all these videos and some extra training videos as well. All right, we're getting towards the end. I've leave the last 7 minutes for questions. Do we have any questions? If you are brave enough, and it is a good question, then you will get a sweetie. You will get a chocolate bar. So has anybody got any questions? From anything that I've covered there or anything in general when it comes to boosting your bookings? Are we brave enough?
What's the difference? Because I was wondering, you know, when you put the emails to Facebook audience and you run a promotion, if you're already paying Facebook to do the promotion for you, then do they not cover the audiences or the...
Yeah, that's a good question. So basically, when you're doing this and you're going to upload your email list to Facebook and you run that ad, first of all, your ad spend is going to be reduced because it's a really specific targeted audience. Normally, if you saw Natalie's speech this morning, she was showing you how you can target a specific area, and you're going to be talking to people who probably don't know about you. So the one that Natalie spoke about this morning, when you run a normal Facebook ad, that is, you are going to run a Facebook ad and be put in front of somebody who doesn't know your brand or your business. When you run this kind, when you upload your email list to Facebook audiences, you're going to be speaking to somebody that's already visited you or used your property or done business with you in the past. So you've got a really massive advantage over the alternative because A, your spend is going to be a lot less, but B, you could put an offer in front of them. You know, they've already been with you in the past. You could say, hey, you visited us last year. I mean, your ad copy is going to be like that, I'm speaking to you. So you can basically put in front of them, you visited last year, or you know us already. If you come back and buy with us now, you'll get 10% off or an upgrade on your room or X, Y, and Z. Does that help? Thank you. And it's a good question. So you get a chocolate bar.
Yes. Thank you.
Awesome. Any more for any more? Any questions? Oh, thank you.
You said about getting fake invoices when you trademark your property. What is the actual cost of trademarking it?
It's £200. So for a return of investment, if if you get one direct booking on the back of it, it's crazy.
And who do you pay that to? So who do you know?
It goes to the government, the intellectual office. You know, if you go on that blog, it lists you through everything you need to know, as in, because you've got to put in a special trademark number, all that jazz. But yeah, it's £200. You can either pay £100, £150 up front as a deposit, and then if it gets accepted, you pay the other 50, or you can pay 200 straight up front. But yeah, it's really, really good value. If anybody would like to win 2 months free consultation with myself, basically what I do is I work with independent properties. I help them with marketing. I help everybody show how to increase your direct bookings. I help everybody how to figure all this jargon out and put it into simplistic terms, because there is a minefield out there. If you want to find out more, either come and get a postcard or just go to boostly.co.uk/win. If you've got any feedback, like I said at the very start, this is my first time speaking at an event like this in front of people. If you've got any feedback and you love a Twitter, you can tweet at Boostly UK and say it was good or it was crap. If it was crap, you can tweet Boostly without the UK on the end, because that will go somewhere in America. Won't go to me. I'll get the other one. But I just want to say thank you for coming. I know that the 1 o'clock slot, everyone's had lunch or they've left, so it's good to see that people want to stick around and see us. But yeah, thank you very much for coming. And if you want to have a chat with us afterwards, I'll be by the bar. So yeah, thank you very much. All right. All right, thank you again.